Hey guys, Casual Crono here. In this video, we are going to do the Book of Karna Genesis. We are going to do the STELLA difficulty and fulfill all the pledges to get the star charts. We are going to do this with all three of the Atelier Ryza characters and Xianhua, sidekicks, Tetra, and Gunce. So really the only requirements for this is to have Xianhua and to have some form of Manalka for Tetra and some form of, well, I guess there's only one form of Villette, but you need Villette to get Gunce. And then of course the three Ryza characters are free. As far as gear, Xianhua is the only one really geared. She has the power of Pains and Agonies, Bullseye, Rose with Thorns, Last Stand, Elpis Rod, Dryad's Ring, and Int plus Speed halved badge, so she goes last. The other three characters I just kind of threw on gear, basically stuff to try and boost up their health, or in the case of the staff users, also shared Grasta that would help boost Xianghua's damage. So we have Power of Awakening, Enhance at low HP, and a Rebirth for the regen. Steely Resolve gives 800 health and a Hold Ground. I have the Void Staff. It didn't really do anything. Any type of staff that might improve survivability, like Purity Staff, for example, might be a better choice. Ryza has her weapons and armor, and it's very, very weak weapons. It was like the level 5 weapon when I made it. She has a 2000 HP badge, and she has 2 Enhance if Max HP staff and Sound Body Staff Grasta. And Claudia has Calm Player's Flute, again very, very weak. Subspace Ring, a 1500 HP badge, and she has 2 Grasta that give 300 health each, with HP Ore giving her more health, and then a Resonant Power Shadow Grasta. And that's it. There's no reserve characters. The reason being, this particular STELLA challenge, the pledges are you have to have 3 or more Atelier allies. Right now there's only 3 in the game. However, there's a bunch of star charts. Apparently there's 3 extra ones, so there's some speculation there might be a future Atelier character added. And then clear with 4 or fewer allies. So you can't have anyone in the reserves. Or technically you can have people in reserves. They could be in the reserves if they wanted to be, but we're not going to. So that is the challenge. That is the team I whipped up. And let's get those star charts, so, shall we? The boss drains your AF gauge, so right off the bat, Gunce's aura is in effect and everyone has 20% increased stats. So and the boss does not attack on the first turn. What I found, you can't do any damage even with Xianhua. So there's her horizon, it says null, something that she's not used to. But you have to wait until those 30 stacks go away. So we are going to deploy Magic Fate Stance and reduce the enemy's power a little bit. And I basically just used magic type attacks that did lots of hits in order to reduce that. Xianhua can do Horizon, and we can do Frozen Dance. So we are working on those stacks. Tetra, of course, at the end of the battle knocks out 3 as well. So we went from 30 down to 14. Now the barrier went down as a result. So now it is time to start buffing up the team. So we can kind of, right now we're just in Tactics Level 1, regular Magic Zone. So we are going to Horizon. We are going to continue increasing the AF gauge. And this is a good time to start singing. The boss has an HP stopper at 50%, so Horizon is good enough to get down to that level. We can still attack. He's not null to anything, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We will continue. We're still at, wait for it, Tactics level 1 and regular magic zone. So we have not awakened anything. So we can continue to attack. We can raise the tactics level if we want to with Ryza Sweep, but I'm just in favor of getting that AF gauge up a lot higher. So we are going to Extension again, improves the party's intellect primarily by 5%. Horizon should knock the boss down to the very first life. The boss will do damage to the whole team, hence why it's nice to have a little bit of extra health for everybody. And that barrier goes back up. So we are at 24 stacks, and now the boss is starting kind of a countdown. So now is a good time, since we have the AF gauge in use, to knock out all the rest of those stacks. So we're going to blow the AF gauge. We could do another Chrono reversal just to reduce some incoming damage, but I'm probably going to do an Extension followed by Land Crusher. In her case, we could do a Summoning Star followed by Ryza Sweep. And in her case, we can Awaken the Zone and increase our skill hits, and then Horizon. So we'll do 2, 2, 3, and then 1, 1, 2, and then all ones. 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then all ones. And hopefully we can get one more Horizon off. And we should be able to chew through the barrier. Tetra heals up the team. There goes the barrier. Now, if your Xianhua is Stellar Awakened, now's a good time to use the burst, and you can use either Tesseract or Horizon. We are going to just go ahead and pretend like she's not Stellar Awakened and just continue attacking. Horizon by itself, even without using her Stellar Burst, is enough to knock out the boss. So basically, as long as you can keep the characters alive, that's how this boss works. You'll notice that all three, Impel, Ryza, and Claudia, are just level 60s. They're not even level 80s. So that is how I first defeated the boss, and I wanted to share that with you in case you happen to have Xianhua, Tetra, and I'm not sure how important Gunce is. The increase in stats is nice, but as you saw, Xianhua was not having any trouble slicing through the boss's overall health or getting him down to half health. So Gunce may or may not be required. Tetra was great for healing, so that was his main role. But there you go. There's all sorts of other videos out there by people who have conquered this way earlier than I have. So if you don't have this exact team composition, feel free to check out on YouTube. Just search up Karna Genesis or STELLA, something like that, and you should be able to find many options to try and beat this boss and get those star charts. So there you go. Hope this helps. Casual Chrono signing out.